So, as you know, WooCommerce 10.0 is coming up on July the 7th. And one of the main features of this release is the new shareable checkout URLs. In other words, you can now create custom links to automatically populate the cart with multiple products and an optional coupon code. And this is super useful for marketers, for email campaign, for social, for advertisement, and so on. So I really want to test this out and see what works, what doesn't, and how it can be useful. First of all, I want to go onto the actual GitHub where Mike Jolly worked on this piece of code for WooCommerce. And I want to see what the changes are. So links will look like yourstore.com/checkout dash link, which is going to be basically a new endpoint by the product's URL parameter and optionally also a coupon parameter. What goes inside these URL parameters? Where the products, you will need to use the ID by quantity. You can even come as a multiple products. For the coupon, you just need to basically put the coupon code as a value. So technically, this URL should fill up your cart with product ID 18 and quantity plus product 19, quantity 1, and also auto apply the coupon called test. So I want to open my dev website. As you can see, WooCommerce is using the version 10.0.0 release candidate number 1. The number 2 should be already available, and 10.0 officially should be released in another week time. But this feature is basically ready to go. So I want to go and I have the list of my products. I have the list of some of my test coupons, and I have a homepage where I can now create some links and basically test whether the cart fills up or not. So I'm just going to edit page, and I'm going to create a first line, which is going to be a link add product. Let's choose the simple number 3. So product ID 285509 that I'm just going to copy and paste here with quantity 2. Okay. So this link should be, of course, the URL of your website followed by a link, and this is the endpoint, followed by the product's URL parameter, by the ID with a separate, which is a column followed by the number 2. So this one, I will turn it into a link. It's a relative link, so it's still going to work with the current website I'm on. I'm going to say now, if I go and view the page here and try this link, technically it should add my product called Simple 3 to cart with a quantity of 2. So I'm just going to click on this and it should reload the same exact page. No, it will go straight to checkout. Inside the checkout page, I will have the Simple 3 product with quantity 1 though. So it feels like this product, if we actually go and quick edit this one, maybe I limit it to 1 per order. So on the product data inventory, yes, it's limiting purchases to just 1 per order. So there is no error message on the classic checkout. In this case, I'm saying that we could only add 1 to cart because you can order 2, but that's fine. So I've added my Simple 3 to cart and I'm ready to check out very quick. I want to do now another attempt because not many people like using the ID. So what if I try to use the slug? So I'm just going to duplicate this one and I'm going to change this time. Instead of using the ID, I want to use the slug. So let me open the Simple 3 in quick edit mode, get the slug and trying to paste it onto the home page. Let's break the links. So should go here, Simple-3 with quantity. Let's do this time no quantity, and because we know that it's limited to 1 per orders. I'm just going to change here the thing. I'm going to say, I'm going to, in the meanwhile, to empty the cart, because otherwise I won't be able to fill it up again. Perfect. So the cart is empty. Now I'm going to my page. I'm going to see the demo, a new tab. Now, if I click in here, let's see what happens. I should get redirected to checkout, but no, instead I get an error saying that the checkout link was invalid. So this is important. We can actually use the log. Let's try this time with the SKU. So I'm just going to duplicate the simple 3 was simple 3. So this is definitely not going to work, even if I rename it to something random. And if I change this to this and break the link and change to this SKU and turn it into a link and save, and let's try to see if it works with the SKU, but I guess it won't. So I'm just going to click on this and it will give me error that the checkout link is invalid. So unfortunately, you cannot use SKU instead of ID. So it's quite limited at the moment. Also, I wanted to try with a variation ID. So I'm going to filter by product type, look for a variable product with several variations. I want to see this is on back order, so it's fine. If I click on this, I should get some variations. So while it loads, I'm going to go onto my home page. I'm going to duplicate the first one, which was work. And this time I want to variation. So let's put a divider here. Okay, a separator, white line. So the above work and the below do not work. So variation ID. Let's go to my product. Let's search for a variation. For example, I want to add my variation number 285445. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to my page, paste the variation. Let's do quantity 4 this time. So I want to break this link. I want to paste my variation and change it to 4. And I also want to concatenate this with what I did previously. So I also want to add one quantity of the simple 3 product that I added earlier. Of course, I need to make the link. So I'm going to save now. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to empty the cart, which is already empty, by the way. And this is ready. I'm going to view page. And this should be the one that adds 4 of one variation to cart plus the simple product from earlier. So let's see what happens. I'm going to click on it. It should send me straight to check. And it will tell me nothing. So no information whatsoever that whatever product was added to cart. However, our variation ID has been added correctly with quantity of and the simple tray product as well. And now what I want to test as by duplicating this last one is also adding the coupon. So remember the coupon was with a coupon URL parameter followed by the value of the coupon code. So if we open coupons page, so let's go to marketing coupon created by me, and there is, for example, this should work coupon, which is a fixed card discount for $99 or euros, whatever you want, which is not expired. So I'm just going to copy this code and go to the page. I'm going to turn this into a link. Perfect. Save. And now I should add 4 variation plus 1 simple product plus so auto apply the coupon code. So I'm going to go to the cart page and I want to refresh it and empty it. So I don't want the variation and I don't want the simple product. So I'm just going to click on it and delete. Okay. So now I have an empty cart and I can start from scratch. So I am on my page. I can go see the preview, and the one that I want to work with is this third link. So it should add variation 285 445 in quantity 4 plus 1 single product and also auto-apply the coupon code that I selected in this link. So I'm just going to copy here. It will take me straight to the checkout page, and it will add 4 of the variation that I selected, plus 1 of the simple 3 product that I selected. And also, look at this, auto-apply the coupon code, which was at 99 euros in this case, discount. Customer is ready to check out. I mean, it's fantastic and amazing. Just keep in mind about the limitations. So we're talking about you can only use these, so no SKUs, no bugs. You won't be getting notifications on the checkout page, which is not ideal, but I'm sure they will fix it. You can auto apply a coupon, which is an amazing thing if you're running marketing campaigns, offers, promos, Black Friday, whatever it is. Also, what if you want to change this checkout link thing? Well, at the moment, you can't. And that's a pity, because with the format to cart, or even with my plugin, which is called WooCommerce Add Multiple Products to Cart, via the settings, you could actually change the URL parameter. So I really would like to say that WooCommerce goes and gives us freedom to change this. What if I want to call it Go, or I want to call it Promo, something like that? At the moment, this is too strict, and I will need a place in the settings where I can specify the name that I want to use in my marketing campaigns. Another feature that I have in my plugin settings is the separator between the product and the quantity. As you can see, you can only use a column, but what if I want to use dash, comma, an asterisk, or an underscore? I want to have the freedom to select that parameter. And also, whenever you give comma separated products, well, even in that case, I want to have the freedom to choose between pipe, commas, which is the default, I don't know, exclamation marks, asterisks, underscores. So I want to have the freedom to define the URL as I wish. And also, something that I have in my plugin at the moment as well is the possibility of using instead of these, which is an amazing thing that a lot of people might like. And also with my plugin and with the former add to cart URL parameter, where you could only add 1 product at a time, you were getting the have been added to cart notifications, while now you're not. So it's a pity that they haven't fixed the notifications. I'm sure they work on it. But overall, is it time for me to ditch my best-selling plugin? Maybe not, because I'm still offering something that no one's doing. Plus, another thing that WooCommerce should look into is, why do you force me to redirect people to the checkout page? I want to add the products and send them to a sales page or landing page or a thank you page or whatever it is instead of the checkout. Well, at the moment, I don't think that you can send them there, but maybe you can test. So I want to duplicate the very first call that is to add the product quantity 1 to cart, but I want to redirect to another page. So let me check this website and grab a URL of something else, for example, the My Account page. So I'm just going to copy the link address. I'm just going to go here, and I want to see if by prepending My Account URL, let me break this, before the checkout link and before the selecting which products I should add, if it's capable of sending me to the My Account page instead of the checkout page. So I'm just going to do a test. Just going to copy this, make it a link, and I want to see if the second line now, by any chance, send me to the My Account page. So I'm going to click on it. Oh, let me remove the simple product from the. So I'm going to click on this link here and see where it takes me. Right, takes me to a page that hasn't found, even though it exists. So basically adding this endpoint, which is checkout link, to something that is not the home page will not work. And that's a pity, because in the past with the add to cart or with my plugin, you could send people to whatever other page you wanted. Now you're forced to send them to the checkout page straight away. So overall, this shareable checkout URLs or this adding multiple products to cart URLs is such a great feature. It's a wonderful thing for marketers. It would be nice to have the freedom to change the displayed endpoint name in the URL. Would be nice to have custom separators between product and quantities, but also between products. Would be nice to also show the notifications of whatever has been added to cart once you get to the checkout page. But overall, it's a great start, and you will enjoy it in WooCommerce 10.0.0.